over on the next side and them start to sing me and the brother get up the same set time. And we start, if the security cannot throw we off of the water, they throw we off because we blazing or going up until we duck. You understand? Till I tell you woman, I make a little small joke and say, yo, you see, give me a number so I can cost you on the phone. You understand? Because guess what? They work and guess what? Everybody came against us. The security didn't come against them for making the noise. They come and tell us to put it.
To show what vibration they're ruling and they're running on that. The same vibration that gone out into the world, lies and deceit. Can because this precept we have to bring out right in Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. Right? The earth shall burn as an oven. What you feel going on? Normal fire. The scripture says the elements shall melt with fervent heat. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 12.
So that verse 11.
So verse 11, alright, can. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought he to be?
How they can dissolve? How the things going be dissolved?
Can.
Through these ICBM missiles that are being created.
Can.
Alright, and all these nations right now they're rising up and they're making. Alright, because now is that time for the Third World War, the time of the Lord's judgment.
Can.
Alright? You say what, turn your plowshares into swords. And that's what the nation's doing right now. You know, the weak coming together and saying they're strong. Alright, so these things that are in the world, the skyscrapers, alright, this devil system, they're going to be dissolved. Go ahead.
Scripture going to say, ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of that day of Yahweh power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So elements, what is the elements? Steel, glass, in a human body have all the elements in it. So people are not going to be melted. So not a normal fire, a normal javelin missile or a normal ballistic missile from a jet can do that. They're talking about the nuclear missiles.
That's because if a nuclear bomb was to drop south of Trinidad right about now, alright, and it explodes, we might not know. And we, next thing you know, we just get burned up.
If I could say, Selak, the 2/3 will get burned up. So that's why we doing this work so that we can get burned up. You understand? That's the reason why we doing this work, so that we could be safe, have a place of salvation.
You have to fear the Most High out there, right? When you hear things like that, hey, you see a snake, Jake see a snake. I mean Moses was a king in Joshua. And Moses, a big hardback man, dive out. I can't see a snake here right about now. So you telling me, alright? The Most High is the one that make the snake. And the scripture also consider the ICBM missile something like a snake. You're not going to fear the Most High to get rid of that? Boy, see, 2/3 of years, like mad, yes.
Can, because what the Most High do that many days I Noah? Noah was telling them about the destruction. But it's only until it's too late, the Most High opened their eyes and then they see, oh shit, what's going on here? That's why Hebrews chapter 11 says a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. Everybody want God to judge me, only God can judge me. But the Most High judgment is very strict. Mankind will give more chances than the Most High, although the scripture says he is long suffering. Thankful for Yahweh Shai, who the whole ignorant he called Jesus. Because if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai, right? Hey, mercy would have been cut short because the Most High say if it's not this, it's that. And he does leave it as that. But Yahweh Shai making intercession for his creation, right? Let's say, Father, give some of them a little blind.
But the scripture says grace and truth came from Yahweh Shai. You understand? Why how we get this grace? Because the Father don't play. But Yahweh Shai just please because hey, the elect men as Brother Kalam say. Only the elect men Yahweh Shai go plead to call the Father. You know, give man a little support. You know? Show him a little mercy. Father go listen to the Son.
And if it's recorded in the scripture, that the only man who the Most High say, really and truly outright, he who me well pleased. Most High say, this is my beloved son and whom I am well pleased. So which means now we don't well please the Most High. Well, the elect will do it after they go through the fire here now. They'll be well acceptable.
You say, don't call me good.
God. Look at that. As the brother did a video today with one of the elders. Alright. He said, look, most Yahushua pleading our innocence. Alright, because why? Why would he have to plead our innocence first of all? Because there's someone who pleaded first guilty, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man.
Huh? No. Since
Priests and the Magi and
5.
all of them. And begging the Lord to choose you instead of me, but the Most High say no. See, you so-called white people, all you want is all you want your birthright back. Man, ain't gonna get up. The birthright belong unto us. It was always ours. The Lord just play a trick on you. The Lord had you fooled all the time. Understand? The Most High was just playing with your ass. Because the birthright was always yours. The birthright was never yours. The Most High just gave it so, man. And play a trick on you and they still had us give it back because it's real.
Because why? The elect was always there with the Heavenly Father and His Son. They created heaven and earth. Scripture says for Israel's sake have I created the world. Alright? So who really and truly deserves the earth? The one who made it. Alright? So what the hell you get this bright idea that the earth belongs to you? No, nigga.
Something here for this is Genesis chapter 25 and 34. It says, then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage and lentil, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. He didn't want it. Because the Most High put a spirit on you. He didn't want that. That is not for you, it's not yours.
Hey, one man garbage.
The next man treasure. We take it. But now he went back. But when the scripture says, I have a precept here. Exodus 40, Exodus chapter 4, verse 22. It says that thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. Because hey, we is the firstborn in the spirit. Right? We is the firstborn in the spirit. Because before you see everything was physically on earth, it was existing in the heavens. The Most High had we there. All that we was up in the heavens. And the Most High sanctified this portion of spirits for himself. And on the earth we are known as the sons of Jacob today. But who is the firstborn of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai?
That's right.
Right? So despite you so-called white people in the flesh, you get the birthright, it didn't belong to you. In the first place, it was always ours.
If I can just say real quick, it come like you find a diamond with the mud and you ain't see the beauty of it until you wash it off now. So what happened, you saw him wash it off, now you get it in the mud now and just hand it off to Jacob. But when Jacob wash it off and you see the wealth of the glory, that's when you know, hey, this thing I worth, I want it now.
I could say
So that you go ahead.
the most High bluffing Esau with the birthright actually shows how carnally minded Esau is. Esau don't think upon the spiritual. Because a birthright is something spiritual, it's great. That's your inheritance from your father. You understand? And the scripture says what in the Apocrypha, in Sirach 27 and 1. It says that many have sinned for a small matter. He gave away his birthright for some pottage. And the scripture says what and they that seek abundance with somebody can get a Baba Kusha real quick. It's Sirach 27 and 1. Quick Baba Kusha. So do the scripture some justice.
27 and 1.
Can.
This is the book of Sirach chapter 27 verse 1. Many have sinned for a small matter, and he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away.
Yeah. And hey, there were many jakes doing today. Many jakes, they're sinning for a small matter. They ain't trying to hold on to that birthright. They ain't trying to hold on to that which will profit them in the future. The abundance. Because we, the men that hopefully like seeds of Abraham, seeds of Isaac, seeds of Jacob, we go in and enjoy the abundance of things in the long run. Because why? Esau, he didn't consider it. He didn't consider it. He went behind, all right, that which was temporal. That pottage, we just eat it, digest, and it gone.
Scripture says the ending of something is better than the beginning.
Can't.
You didn't wait to see the finish of it.
Because, hey, as I was going to say before, alright, but the first thing I wanted to say was Jacob might have born first, but due to the fact that Esau was getting so much a cut as he run. But hey, when you think about it, as the brother say, the carnality of Esau, because guess what, that birthright come by faith, alright? Because guess what, that birthright come from since by Abraham, right? So Isaac would have known what they would have received, and Isaac would have placed it on the son after him, alright? But Esau don't have no faith, right? As the brother said, the carnality, Esau want the things like that now. But Jacob was seeing the future, because when somebody leave, say, hey, you know, after my passing, I'm gonna leave this to you. You ain't studying. You have to be carnal not to study that. You want the things now, just like the parable with the prodigal son. Alright, he wanted his stuff now to go and leave. Alright, but guess what? The one who actually stayed back, he would have had that faith. Alright, that he went and receive the things at the end. The scripture talk about the testator, that one had to pass. You understand? But that is the thing, Esau don't have no faith. They are carnal minded.
But the jakes, that fat bald head nigga in the States, right? He and all, as Gavin, you before, he and all was like, think about what Esau already. He and all was effing up Esau basically. Now you're going to sell your birthright. It's like, what he says, like, I come in and give you a Rolls Royce for that handkerchief right here. I'm telling you, I'll give you a Rolls Royce, just give you that handkerchief here, right? Just don't wipe your face. I giving you this Rolls Royce here right now. That's the comparison, and it don't make sense. That don't make sense. That just to show how stupid the real mindset is. But now you set up your kingdom and you're coming to talk about high IQ, and you is the pinnacle of man in this world. But back then it was done no help. To sell your birthright, or give away birthright for me. They give away the kingdom of heaven for me.
That's right.
But now, in this world, we is 3/5 of a man, and your blonde hair, blue eye, pale skin ass is the pinnacle of man in this life. Like bullshit. And you're justified by your science, and you spread it on the four corners of the earth for everybody to look at you as something exalted. The scripture say, Isaiah 32 verse 75.
Isaiah chapter 32 verse 5, and it reads, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the cruel, the chill said to be bountiful.
Right, the vile person and the chill is you so-called white people. A chill is like an unscrupulous person. A fucking, what do you call him, a mongrel or something. So if a scoundrel, a unscrupulous person, a rude person, a mean person, when you look up what a chill is. That is you so-called white people. You're being called bountiful in this society. You're being exalted and esteemed as a righteous man, right? Because why? You set up a fucking white privilege. You set up all these different things for yourself to make yourself exalted. So in this world, you're being called bountiful and liberal, right? But the Most High say, my person shall no more be called liberal, because we're going on be in captivity just now.
That's right.
You ain't going to be bountiful again, because you're going to be the scum of the earth as you are. As it is said of the serpent in Genesis. The Most High tell the serpent, thou art cursed above all cattle, and upon thy belly shall thou go, thou shalt not eat. all the days that I like. That is how you so-called white people going and be in our kingdom. Right? Because in this kingdom is yours. You are the ability to uplift yourself in your own kingdom, yeah. Like this is yours. But in our kingdom you will see how the fuck, that's what the Bible says. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? The way we go and how we foot up your ass?
Can.
The way you're going and be on this earth, people going to be like, this? He?
This is Psalm chapter 12 and verse 8. It says the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
Right, he's wicked because hey, everybody in this fucking earth who influence under the so-called white man wicked. That's right. So they walk on every side when Esau is exalted. When the so-called white man exalted, and when the scripture says in Proverbs 29 verse 2, it says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear, only people mourn. Right? And everybody, despite the thing they like the society inwardly, they don't like this society. They're actually mourning inside. Despite all the smiles that they have, they're actually mourning inside. You understand? But what, they're walking on every side on in the wicked way because the so-called white man in power.
That's strong delusion. When think about the delusion mean, because somebody who, in spite of seeing what's going on, them stick in their own belief system in spite of our reality telling them. Like madness, man. The reality of your situation is, the white man set a boundary, just like how we gonna have that great Gulf fix. He put that great Gulf and we can reach the heat. But you still in that belief that, hey, this is it I could make. From your since your ancestors years ago going back to come now, all they see, no, they can't make it, and all they still had a hope in all that. That is a strong delusion.
That precept for you. Is the book of Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 13. Even in laughter the heart is sorrowful, and at the end of that mirth is heaviness.
Right, so they're laughing at the thing. You know, yeah, we happy. Being wicked, but hey, all they're sorrowful because all they know, which is the joy of the whole earth, farmer. And they don't know the Lord. Right? And on top of that, the so-called white man he foot up all your ass when taxes is concerned. So all you have to pay taxes every minute. Go ahead, I can hear. I got something.
The 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 3 it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that they shall not come except they be fallen away first, and that man of Satan revealed, the son of perdition, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God seated in the temple of God showed himself that he is God.
And he's so called white people, the son of perdition, the son of destruction. Right? All your so-called white people go and be put to death.
Right.
In the kingdom of heaven, after 1,000 years of slavery. All you. But you go on all you in shackles and chain force.
This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse Isaiah 24 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Verse 23. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when Yahweh Hashem Yahushai of hosts shall reign among Zion and in Jerusalem and before his ancients.
Done. So the scripture say what? The high ones that are on high, you elites, you Rothschilds, right? You Rockefellers, you different elite banking families. Most I want to punish all you by us. Because right now, they look up our Rothschilds is a philanthropist on the fucking internet. A philanthropist. A philanthropist is somebody who is a charitable person. Right? Giving out charity, donating to this organization, that organization. That is how these rock shy are known as when you look up their profession on the internet. These bloody beasts and them who run in the world right now, you look up their organization, their profession is a philanthropist. Because why? You could put yourself as that. You could actually say, well, yeah, these were I just one. Everybody, yeah, okay, well, I see man, yeah, well, how what he does do. But these men is the ones who perpetuate the war constantly on the planet.
And
Every single day, attack killings taking place right now as I speak in our next part of the world. And who doing that? Who responsible for that? Who's the ones responsible for the drugs that are coming into this local island, Trinidad and Tobago, every day? And the drugs and the guns and the crack and the cocaine and the ganja and the big Uzi.
That's Job 20 verse 10, 11 and 12. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, but shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth.
Somebody's.
I'll read to verse 16. Right? It says, yet his meat in his bowels is stern. It is the gall of us within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of us. The viper's tongue shall slay him.
Lord, have your number. And Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh have your number. You're going on feel it. You're going on be exalted forever. You're going on be on top forever and watching down on the sons of God. Because hey, believe it or not, we are the sons of God. Like Coca Malone and them don't want to believe it, but we are the sons of God.
I was going back to say, Esau proven himself to be the lesser one, spiritually. Lower spirit, younger, lower everything, and the most I proven that from the beginning. The scripture in 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 21 says, prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. And who like to prove things more than the Most High? Even all the way back to Cain and Abel in that incarnation, Cain bring the oldest scraps away where he was planted and bring it before the Most High. And what Abel offer? A lamb without blemish. So the Most High setting up the play all along to manifest. Now when the Most High is justified, how he set up the movie, the script, he justified it. Because all from in the beginning, this man, and then when he kill his brother, he turn around and tell the Most High, when Yahweh come and ask him, where is your brother? He say, I don't know. I'm like, how you go? You know this is the creator you're talking. This is the kind of man we dealing with. People don't understand that tonight. This is the creator. He turn around and tell the creator, I don't know. You lie to a man, you know you can't lie to him. That's why the Most High doing all things. Right now his system work. Breathing, everybody's sick with some kind of chronic disease. By cancer, go all the way back to diabetes. This is the fruits of the king. You will know them by the fruits. The man who running the earth, how the earth running, he is responsible for that. We can't be responsible for that.
In Psalm 58 verse 3 it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born speaking lies.
Like Esau. Because why is the lies Esau is telling you vaccination in medicines advance? But why when they're showing you it always has some kind of side effect to cause harm? Because he lied, people can see this man lying to you left, right and center. And the continuously believing in this man. I see a woman today, she come and she little child. She said, I'm more wrong with the vaccine. I say, well, the compound, the base side is toxic viruses. So how somebody go put sickness in your body when your body wasn't made with sickness in it? Right? Adding up. But I can't see it, boy. So we have to say, we could see it. Because these people are they're walking dead.
Precept. There's the book of John, Salak. John chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it.
so-called white people. Because when I was talking about these different vaccines, watch on them advertising a drug on TV, right? Watch how strategic these so-called white people are advertising a drug on TV. The picture that they show you for the drug is a man hugging up his wife walking down the road, or a man in a garden walking. Nice flowers around. Meanwhile, they're telling you, it could do this thing. Side effects may include heart failure, kidney failure.
And you gotta check your doctor first.
And you have to check your doctor first.
Bleeding, internal bleeding.
Internal bleeding. But the picture is showing you is that everything good with you. Now why is it doing that? It's showing you a picture that, hey, a man bleeding internally. Will you take that drug?
Hell no.
Hell no, you won't go and interfere with that drug. But that's how these devils has operate.
I'm showing you how to have faith in their jobs.
Job chapter 13 and verse 4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value.
Because they don't heal no food. Everybody's sick. Everybody mentally sick. The physically sick. People just dumbed down in the society. Man lying down with a man, that is a sick, he mentally sick.
One whole head sick, just
He whole head sick, yeah. A woman rubbing, sparking off with the next woman. Elamites on top of you, right? Or ruling over here in this kingdom. So-called white man, the Chinese.
Say the scripture say ye are forgers of lies, fishes runs of no value. Alright, and what is the main healing source of all of mankind is the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So for you Jews who there in the land of Israel, always the main forgers of lies. Because as the brother talk about vocab alone, don't want to believe that we are the children of Israel, but guess what, he know, but he will lie. Because guess what? Who is the honest people that could break down the scriptures like the Negroes, Latinos, and natives that wake up? Even some of them who the most I going and just use certain men like IUIC about the cases to explain or to teach you law. The scriptures say all things work for the good of the Most High, for the glory of the Most High.